It's July, so we're doing all things Christmas in July, right? Let's go learn how to foundation paper piece. But first, always remember to share this so it was saved to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. I want to learn how to foundation paper piece. And the way that I understand it is it's not difficult, but I've not tried it. So, my friend Jess at Quilt Block Therapy gave me this pad of sheets. They're triangles, and she said it was super easy. So we're gonna do one together, and I'm gonna show you what I learned because it is really easy. We're gonna do this one because it's super simple. Now, your paper comes and everything is numbered. So your first number 1, you're gonna put your fabric facing out. It's gonna face me, pretty side out, okay? And then, oh wait, we have to put it on the back of the fabric. Pretty side out. I can see it's covering the number 1 because I've got it up and I'm holding it up to the light. You can do that, then you can pin it or whatever you want to do. Now, what you're going to do is sew on these lines, around the number 1. Wait a minute, does that say number 1? Yes, it does say number 1. Then I got all confused thinking maybe it said number 7 without my glasses on. So I'm going to lay this down. My first piece is pretty side out. I'm going to lay it down underneath my sewing machine and I'm just going to sew straight through the paper on the line all the way around. I've sewn on the number 1 all the way around. Now I'm just going to come and trim my block off. I'm just trimming off the extra fabric about a 1/4 inch from the seam, or a little closer or a little farther depending on how good you are. You can get a ruler and draw a line if it would make you feel more comfortable. Y'all know I'm not doing all that, but I'm not saying it's a bad idea. Okay, so now we're going to take our second piece. We're going to use this piece. We're going to lay it pretty side down, and we're going to sew right here at the top of number 2 along the number 1, and then watch what happens. Then we're going to take it, we're going to open it up and iron it, and that's going to be number 2. Number 3 is going to be sewn right here between the 2 and the 3, and then we're going to open it up. You see that? And then number 4 is going to be sewn the same way. It's going to be sewn on top of number 3, on the line between 3 and 4 right here, and then we're going to open it up. And yes, this would do better if we were ironing it, but we're learning together, and I am pretty excited to see if this actually works the way that I think it does. Okay, now we have this big piece, and it's larger than my strips that I have, so what I did was sewn 2 pieces together. And I'm going to lay it pretty side down right here, and I'm going to sew on this line right where I started on number 1, and then we're just going to fold it in the opposite direction. Okay. All right, I need to go iron mine because this is looking a wreck. It's cute, but it's looking a wreck. Let me go iron mine. You go iron yours. I'll be right back. And y'all know I didn't trim anything off, so let's come under here and trim this. This is the bottom that we are already sewn together. There are instructions. It says trim block on the outer dotted line, but we didn't cut our paper yet. We will in a minute, but let's do this first. Make sure our block is what we want it to look like. Okay, so here is my number 5 piece, but it's not quite big enough. So I'm gonna add another strip to it, and then we'll sew it down. Now, we have all of this. I'm gonna go and sew all the way around the outside of our block, and then we'll trim it. Yes, I should iron. No, I'm not going to. Okay, and because I feel like that was clear as mud, we're gonna do one more block together. Let's trim this one so I can show you how cute it is, though. Don't y'all feel sorry for my cleaning lady? Me, who has to pick all this up off the floor in a minute. Look how cute that turned out, though. And super easy. Very, very easy to do. All right, now let's pick another one. So I did this one when I was trying to figure it out, and then I did this one. We're gonna pick one more triangle. We want something that's reasonably simple, not a whole bunch of pieces. Oh, okay. Basically the same one that we just did. So remember, this is the front of our paper, and we want to sew to the back side. So we're going to pick a piece for number 1. Make sure it's large enough. And remember, our number 1 piece goes face out. Pretty side out on the back of our paper, like this. I'm going to sew all the way around number 1. I don't think that's necessary, actually, but it's what we're doing because I want to make sure that we get this right this time. So I'm going to sew all the way around on the outside of number 1. It really is confusing until you get started, and then it makes complete sense. Okay, we've sewn number 1 on. We're going to trim it reasonably close just so we don't have all of that bulk when we're quilting it. Oh, and remember, after you do this, you just pull the paper off the back. It's pretty genius. I haven't pulled any paper off because I've been so proud of it. Okay, we sewed number 1. Do you see number 1? There's number 1. Now, number 2, we use this piece. It's long enough, we may cut it in half and use the scrap of it again. No, I don't think so. I mean, yes, but just barely. Oh, wait, but I can use it for number 4. Okay, so this is number 2, right? We know it needs to be that wide. And we know we're gonna sew it right here. We're gonna lay it pretty side down on top of number 1. And we're just gonna sew on this line where number 1 and number 2 meet. That's all we're doing. Then we're gonna fold it over. And this is where we should iron it. But I'm gonna finger press mine because I'm just excited. All right, now we want number 3. So number 3 is gonna go face down right here on top of number 2. And we're gonna sew where number 2 and number 3 meet, right there. And we're gonna trim this off. We should have trimmed the excess a minute ago, but we didn't, so let's do that now. All right, now we're gonna fold that over. And again, we should iron it, but again, I'm not. And we're gonna put, our scrap piece that we had right here on the edge of number 3. And we're gonna sew that right here where 3 and 4 meet. So it's gonna be right there. We're gonna open this up. I'm gonna go iron mine. You go iron yours. I'll be right back. All right, I got a larger scrap this time and I cut it into basically the shape that I needed, right? Which we're gonna trim it so it's fine, doesn't have to be perfect. This is the size that I want it to be. So I'm gonna turn it over like this. Pretty side to pretty side. I'm gonna turn my piece of paper over and I'm just gonna sew up this line where 5, because number 5 is what we're doing, where 5 meets all of the rest of the numbers. And yes, my paper's all torn up because I sewed it on there wrong and had to take it out, but I'm trying to make this clear for y'all. All right, now we're gonna fold it out and that's what you have right there. I'm gonna go iron mine, you go iron yours. I'll be right back. Okay, now, it says to trim on the dotted line. So let's trim our block up and then we'll tear the paper off and see what it looks like. This would be great with a rotary cutter too, but I'm just at the table, so I'm gonna stay here and cut it with these scissors. All right, and there's our block. And then see, you just tear your paper off the back. That's it. And then you have a finished quilt block. And you could do these over and over and over to make a quilt. Easy, easy. If you wanted to make something and you were concerned because you're having a hard time visualizing it, this may be a good option for you. Foundation paper piecing. Now there's 2 different kinds of paper piecing. There's English paper piecing and foundation paper piecing. So this is foundation paper piecing. English paper piecing, as I understand it, is by hand, which is not my best life. But if you love to do something by hand, it may be your best life. So we made this block, we made this block, and I made this block. Now, I'm all into Christmas in July. Look at how precious this is. This would be such a cute Christmas quilt. Or you can buy lots of foundation paper piecing Christmas kits or patterns or papers or whatever they're called. But I can't wait to see the ones that you make. And if you foundation paper piece, please drop in the comments anything that I messed up, because I probably did. And if you have tips, we need to know them. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.